Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and this video is all about lessons on surviving your 20s. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. My number one tip is to embrace change. I've only survived 2 years of my 20s so far, but embracing change has really helped me. Your 20s are a time of significant change. So be open to new experiences and opportunities. Accept that your plans may change and that's okay. So adaptability is a really valuable skill. Number 2, invest in yourself. So focus on personal development, like read books, attend workshops, continuously learn, always be seeking new knowledge, all right? Develop good habits, including regular exercise, healthy eating, and sufficient sleep. Number 3, financial responsibility. So learn to manage your finances early on. Like budgeting and saving are absolutely crucial skills. Start building good credit, be very cautious about accumulating debt. So I have a couple of things to say about this. Firstly, yes, I have student debt, okay? I have student debt. It doesn't affect you in the same way as other debt does, in the UK at least. But I do have like an awareness of it and a plan to ultimately pay it off. But yeah, be cautious about getting into debt. I started my sort of financial awareness and literacy journey at the start of 2023, and honestly, it doesn't really matter how much you save or invest, but having the knowledge about how to save and invest is really crucial, and it sets you up for success in the long term. So even if you can't save or invest very much right now, learn about it, okay? So I'm not expecting you to be a millionaire overnight. That's unrealistic for most people ever, and you know, it's completely unrealistic in your early 20s, but what is realistic is to learn as much as you possibly can and implement that in small ways. So financial responsibility is really crucial. Right, number 4, build a support system. Cultivate like meaningful relationships with people, whether that be friends, family, mentors, a romantic partner, anybody, okay? You need a support system, and it could be like very few people. Like I always preach quality over quantity. If someone is not adding value to your life and you've communicated that, then maybe that's a friendship that needs to end, okay? So you need to be upfront about what you want from a relationship, and you need to be upfront about what you can give to a relationship in any context, and people will value that honesty, and if they don't value that honesty, then maybe you guys are not the right fit. So build a support system, surround yourself with positive influences and people who support your goals. A support system is just that, okay? Support. If people are not supporting you, they gotta go, alright? And I'm not just talking about like don't listen to criticism. If somebody who has your genuine best interests at heart is saying, look, I don't think this is a good idea, maybe you should listen to them. You know what? Maybe you should listen to them. But take it with a pinch of salt, okay? My next tip is career exploration. So do not be afraid to explore different career paths. Your 20s are a time to discover your passions, okay? So you might not necessarily have a passion for the thing you're doing right now, or you might have a passion for it but it doesn't earn money. So just explore multiple things, and you can do multiple things at once. Like I'm running this channel while I'm in university, so I'm exploring my passion for geography, which is what I'm studying, but I'm also exploring my passion for productivity and content creation. So you can do things in parallel, okay? Network, attend industry events, and look for mentors. Look for people who've already done the thing that you want to do, and it is easier than ever to find a mentor online right now. So literally anybody on YouTube can search up a goal that they have and find someone who's already done it and who is explaining in detail a step-by-step plan as to how you can also achieve that, which I think is just awesome, and in the sort of digital age it's one of our biggest resources, so make use of it. Alright, it's often said that health is wealth, and that is true because you cannot work as effectively or as much or as well when you are sick. And I often get frustrated, like even when I'm laid out with something as simple as a stomach bug, I am always like really frustrated that I have to just lie there and not do anything because I want to be productive, and when I can't work it really gets to me, it really annoys me. So prioritize your physical and mental health, okay? Establish regular healthcare routines, and I'm not just talking about physical health, like I've just said before, mental health is really important as well. Like I have anxiety, I have depression, and living with both of those conditions has definitely impacted my life, and it's impacted my ability to be productive, and I have talked about those on my channel, so go and check those videos out. But self-care is really important. Professional help if you have a mental health condition is really important. So just do not be afraid to look after yourself. It is an investment in yourself, okay? Also be very mindful of stress and practice stress management techniques. Bad things that have happened to me because of stress include parts of my hair falling out, going to hospital, okay? So it is not a small thing. Please implement some stress management techniques. See someone like professional if you need to, okay? Because stress is honestly a productivity killer, or it can be. Also, I recommend that you travel if possible and broaden your horizons. So often when I say like travel, people are going to come after me being like, oh, that's privileged, but you can actually do it on a budget. So I went to Bruges for a music festival for just like one night a couple of years ago, and I did that like on a super budget, like small budget, okay? Apart from the music festival ticket costs, I think I spent under £400 on that. And yeah, okay, that sounds like a lot of money, but I did save for it as well. So the sort of over that like longer period before the concert, I was also planning. So planning is a really important part of budget travel. I could do another video on budget travel if you're interested, because I'm doing a lot more of that this year and I will be vlogging it. So stay tuned for all that and drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm always interested to hear your video ideas. I want to know how I can best serve what you are looking for. Also, travelling also fosters independence and adaptability. Like, things go wrong, okay? And sometimes you get lost. Like, I remember I was in Brussels, like, central station, and I went to a platform and my train wasn't there and it wasn't even on the list, and I was like, this is horrible, like, where is my train? And I went back to the main sort of area, like the concourse, I think it's called, and it turned out that the train had switched platforms, and unless I had been paying attention and I'd sort of got like an adaptable attitude to travel, like I was in a foreign city, I didn't know like what was going on, I was really confused, I was really like frustrated because I was like, where is my train? But yeah, you have to be adaptable, and it teaches independence and it teaches resilience. Like if I'd missed that train, I would have had to find some other way to get home, like it was just me, you know? Also, learn from your mistakes. So this is kind of something I touched on a little bit earlier in the video, but understand that making mistakes is part of like the learning process. Like, reflect on your experiences, learn from them, use them to grow. Always read your assignment feedback. I'm always talking about this, but like, read your assignment feedback. Why do you think they give you feedback? Okay, read your feedback. Also, focus on quality relationships. Like I talked about this earlier in the video, but like really invest in the relationships that are meaningful to you. Like I do talk about getting rid of toxic influences from your life a lot, but please know that I also want you to invest in the people who really like bring joy to your life, okay? The really, really important relationships, like your partner, your best friend, okay? Those people are going to stick by you through thick and thin, hopefully, and you just wanna put effort into going to see them. You wanna like plan it, like cute outings, cute dates, okay? You wanna like put effort into communicating. You wanna put effort into really maintaining those relationships, especially if you don't live in the same city or you don't get to see each other a lot, okay? So relationships will thrive when you put energy into them. The grass is greener where you water it, all right? Also, stay curious. I want you to stay curious and open-minded. Be willing to learn and unlearn as you navigate through life. A lot of times I've had to unlearn stuff because I thought I knew something about the world, and then I turned out to be completely wrong when I actually experienced it. So be willing to admit that you're wrong, because that is a quality that not a lot of people possess. Like, a lot of people will really cling to their idea even when they're completely wrong, but being willing to admit you're wrong sort of gives you a jump start on the learning process. So be willing to admit you're wrong. Embrace curiosity as a means of personal and intellectual growth, because if you're curious, you're seeking knowledge, you're willing to admit that you're wrong, then you are going to learn a lot more than people who do not. And finally, make good memories and document them, okay? So if you are in your 20s, this is a time that you probably have relatively little responsibility, so it's a time when you can take risks, okay? You can, like, take that weekend trip, you can like go to that random bar, okay? Be safe, obviously, but make good memories and make lots of memories and document your memories. I don't care if that's like through photography, video, journaling, whatever it is. Write down how you felt at this moment, because I promise when you look back on it in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, hopefully you will live a long and happy life. You'll like be really nostalgic for this phase of your life, and the more documentation you have of it, the better, because then you can look back on those photos and go, oh, that was a fantastic time, okay? Even if your 20s wasn't a fantastic time, you can be proud of the growth that you went through, so documenting that growth is also a really important way to bring value to this decade. Alright, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. This has been Lessons on Surviving Your 20s. Follow me on Instagram. I will see you guys later. Bye!